What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to the show, to the podcast, and to the live stream. How's everybody doing? I appreciate you all. This is the LessAlex podcast, proudly presented by FullCountMedia.com and my amazing patrons, my Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/LessAlex. Thank you, everybody who's been rocking with me, who's been really just been an inspiration. I thank all of my patrons. We do have a brand new Patreon member, Ryan F. Shout out to you, my friend. You're the real MVP this week. I appreciate your patronage, and I appreciate everybody who's hanging out with me tonight. This is awesome. Thank you all so much. I'm flying solo tonight, so hopefully I can answer you guys' questions without having, another person here, another content creator, another hobbyist with me. I'm really excited. The hobby, baseball prices are going absolutely nutty, and really just the entire hobby is exploding. I do want to touch on some things that I'm going to be looking at, some new content ideas that I have heading up for YouTube. And if you guys listen to this ever on the podcast app, or you are currently listening to this on the podcast, make sure to rate and review, because I just learned this, but 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts and any other podcast app help out the podcast more so than any other thing, even the viewers, our listenership. So rate and review. If you got a 5-star review, hit that up. Say a couple kind words about the podcast, about my content. And if you don't like it, just ignore it. No reason to, be a jerk. But no, I guess tweet at me and tell me how crappy my content is. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. This is awesome. We already got 15 people here. I appreciate you all. Holy smokes, and chat is lighting up as I take a drink here. Hit that like button. Curtis, thank you, man. You're always quick to the gun there on telling people to I do not want that job, Joel. I do not want that job. No, sir. How do you sign up on Patreon? That is a easy question. Good question. Patreon is a really just the most direct way you can help support the content. Obviously, I'm still doing free content, and everything, so don't feel pressured. But there, I did just put that. What's up, Living with LT? How's it going? Thanks, everybody. Yeah, there's the Patreon link for those that are interested. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Appreciate it, LT. Appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's having a good week, had a good weekend. But yeah, I'm really excited, guys. These prices are starting to get kind of crazy, to be honest. But yeah, let me know, because I'm really excited. I've got some new things that I want to do, some new types of videos. I think you guys will really enjoy them. I hope you guys will enjoy them. And we'll get into that here in a bit. I did want to talk, how I start every video, how I start every podcast episode of just kind of the sports news. I like talking sports with you guys. You guys are always good to bounce ideas and bounce your opinions off of. But can we talk about Mike Clevenger not getting, he didn't get any type of, sent home, and he just kind of did his own thing and went off. And, Zach Plesac got sent home by the Cleveland Indians, and now it looks like that Mike Clevenger might be getting the same thing. So, because they went out and did a little day trip, little road trip. Luis Robert, poll bro, peep your video. Heck yeah. Luis Robert, he's a beast, man. He's a beast. Somebody asked earlier, I saw. Don't think I ignore you. I see all the comments. Somebody asked, buy, sell, or hold. I don't know, man. I think right now, if you want to sell it, if you're not a fan of his, if you don't think he's going to be anything good, honestly, sell it now, because the prices typically what you see with the prices of a new release singles. They will start to drop about a month after the release date. So you look, Friday it officially came out. You know, big box retailers were selling a little bit early, as they always do. So it was popping up on eBay and stuff. But I would say if you don't believe in Luis Robert, sell them now. Sell them now because the prices will start to dip a little. However, me personally, I think Luis Robert, Lou Bob, hashtag Lou Bob, I think he's a real deal, guys. I think he's the real deal. He carries himself, and I was actually just on Red Cape Sports YouTube channel last night, and we talked about Lou Bob quite a bit, and I believe in him. He carries himself in a very, very official way, a very big, like he's been there before, basically. So I think Lou Bob, Luis Robert, is going to be the man in the South Side for quite some time. What's up, Justin? How's it going? Agreed? Heck yeah. Would it be worth sending some rookie Luis Roberts to PSA to get them graded by the time then prices will drop? No, I think you're good. Trap Lord Caillou, I think you are good to send those in. Again, I think he's the real deal. I really do. Guys, make sure to like this video if you're watching it live. Smash that like button. Takes 1 second, one little flick of the wrist, one little flick of the thumb, all it takes. It's the simplest, most easy way to help support the content here. And it's 100% free. It's 100% free. Or hit the dislike button. That also helps. He needs to work on pitch selection. Yeah, that's true, Spiro. You know, but in today's baseball, in today's game, everybody, you look across the board, other than the GOAT, Mike Trout, everybody's striking out. Everybody's swing and miss rates are up, at least the big power hitter guys. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried about his strikeouts. So just sent some out a week ago. Oh, to PSA. Yeah, I think now's a good time. It's going to take so long, you know? It's just going to take so long. I've been really kind of pushing it off. I've been making content all the time. I don't have time to send anything into PSA. Awesome, we'll do that this week. Have some, yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, if they're for PC, then absolutely. I would absolutely send them. I love the look of the slabs. Can't wait for my Lamar Jacksons. Yeah. Oh, what score did you get? What grade did you get? Traded PSA 10 Vladdy Sapphire for an update Soto and Bellinger. No regrets. Yeah, Justin, those sapphires are beautiful. I wish I could get some sealed product of that, because those sapphires are so beautiful. I love that like cracked ice look. Those are really, really awesome looking cards, in my opinion. Chapman is paying off. Have both Tin and Bowman going for. Heck yeah, Luis. Heck yeah. Yeah, Chapman, guys. I've been on Chapman. For the OGs of the channel, y'all know, I think maybe my first like investing video, if that's what you want to call it, was Matt Chapman. And I went pretty deep on him. I think I have about 25 or 30 raw, and then I have 2 or 3 PSA 10s. What's your take on buying a Luka grade 9 Prism? 9. PSA 9, I don't know, man. Luka's prices, I actually just said some of my Magic the Gathering friends are freaking out about a card spiking and going crazy in price, super old card. And I just tweeted, actually, which you guys should follow me on Twitter at LessAlex. I just tweeted, if you guys are concerned with these price spikes, check out the Luka Doncic base Prism 10. No, I mean, I think he's an excellent player. And I think if you agree that he's going to be a long-term, year after year, perennial MVP caliber player, I think you can't go wrong. But at the end of the day, you know, that's on you. So don't come at me. Don't come at me if it doesn't, you know, work out. But I think he's a good pickup. I know his prices are going nutty right now. But that's kind of actually a good segue. I think that's a good segue, Steve. One thing I'm going to start focusing on, I believe, is going to be PSA 9s, guys. Because PSA 10s, baseball prices, and I said this, they were a bit underpriced compared to the basketball market. And a lot of people asked, hey, do you think baseball prices will reach the heights of basketball? And I said, no, not dollar-wise, but percentage-wise, I do. And they are starting to take off. You look at, Fernando Tatis has got to be the hottest card in the baseball side of the hobby right now. And percentage-wise, it's gone up, almost 60%. I think one sold either today or late last night for almost $300 for a PSA 10. So that's wild. So I'm going to start focusing. As you guys see, I bought the Keston Hira. If you guys go watch my mail day video from a couple days ago, I bought the Keston Hira PSA 9s. Got both of those for $25. That's not a bad deal, in my opinion. And then I got the Joey Votto. The Joey Votto PSA 9. I think I've spent like 25 or 30 on that maybe. I'd have to go and look, but picked up a first Bowman Acuna refractor out of $4.99 yesterday. My biggest purchase yet. Ryan, that's gas, dude. Congrats. That's exciting. He got scratched tonight, I believe. He is not in the lineup for Atlanta. So I don't know what that's all about. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. Hopefully he's healthy. And it looks like the Yankees are beating them in the bottom of the third 3-0 right now as I look here on MLB.com. Keston Hira is 100% undervalued. I tend to agree, Levi. I definitely tend to agree. But honestly, some of these prices, I looked for Charlie Blackmon last night just to see. I assumed his prices would be right around that $50 to $75 mark. No. They're already $150. So it appears that the PSA 10 baseball cards of anybody who's anybody, if they're a good player, if they're an all-star caliber player, their prices are starting to go up as you see the top guys go up. Obviously, some of those secondary and lower tier guys are going to start to go up. But I do agree that Keston here is kind of slept on right now. I know he's having like a solid season. Let me check and see what exactly his, and here I'll switch over, how his season's going, because, so 4 homers, that's good, 268, what's his OPS? 833, that's respectable with a WAR, positive WAR, it's still early in the season. Obviously, his team isn't in the best position right now if we check standings real quick. But I like Keston Hira. I was a little bit late on him. I bought a bunch of raw ones before the season started, but I didn't pull the trigger. Yeah, they're 6 and 8. So I didn't pull the trigger on PSA 10s when they were cheaper, and now they've gotten a little bit more than I want to pay for them. So, but yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine spending basically $12.50 shipped on a PSA 9. So I'm thinking, Justin H says, I'm thinking of buying some Jordan. His price have dipped because he hasn't been playing. I think that's fair. I like Jordan. He was a beast last year. Won AL Rookie of the Year. So do you like Tyler Hero? Do you like what Tyler Hero is doing for the Heat this season? I haven't been watching the Heat too much, man. I've been focusing on baseball a lot right now, guys, to be honest with you. I got my horses, like I told you. I bought a lot of basketball before the bubble started. But now I'm focusing on shipping those guys and reinvesting that into higher end baseball cards. And I have a mail day coming up. Maybe it'll be out tomorrow, maybe it'll be out Thursday. But I have a mail day coming up, and it's gonna be a high end. There's gonna be one player you guys will be like, oh, okay, that's what he meant. So that you guys will see soon enough. But yeah, I really haven't been checking out basketball in terms of buying cards. I wouldn't even know what his price is, so I wouldn't want to give you an answer on that one, Shamrock. I've been paying attention, obviously, to the games, but haven't been paying attention to the card market. They said he had a sore left wrist. You have to look at him. Game log. Oh, yeah. You talking about Acuna? Yeah. I'm sure he'll be fine. I hope he'll be fine. Do you like Walker Buehler or Dustin May? Good prices right now? Yeah, I like both of them, Steve. I have a bunch of Dustin May, and I think I have like 6 or 7 Walker Buehler Raws. So I like both of them. Dustin May's looked excellent. If we check out Dustin May's stats right now, that's another thing. I'm actually going to be writing an article here for Full Count Media, fullcountmedia.com, on whether or not is it the time of the pitcher. Historically, baseball cards, the hobby, has not been kind to even good pitchers. So I think currently is a good time to kind of make short-term investments in pitchers that are doing well, not only this season, but pitchers that have put together historic careers, Cy Young winners, and potential Hall of Famers, guys that are playing now. So I think that investing in young pitchers that are having good seasons this season and guys that have had good seasons and put together good stats, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Yeah, Shamrock, that's the thing, bro. That is the thing for me is, I'm working on a budget, as I'm sure a lot of people are, and I think that's one thing that, not to get like hype myself up or anything, but I think that's one thing that people like about my channel is that I make content for the everyman. Like, I mean, some people are focused on cards that are, $5,000 or whatever and telling you to go buy these and stuff like that. But, unless I'm either at least seriously considering it, I won't even tell you to look at a guy. And then I do have like the videos where I show you the most expensive ones, but those are just mostly for fun. I'm not out here spending 30 grand on a single card, right? Like, Dustin May's doing well. Yeah, absolutely. Dustin May's a beast so far. What's the best PSA 10 of his you think to grab? I would get the Series 1. Just the base. I know the Chromes are popping off right now, so you could go that. Those are probably going to be a little bit more expensive just because of the hype. So if you're thinking about getting the Chrome 10, well, they wouldn't have Chrome 10s yet, right? But if you would want one potentially, buy raw and then send it in. But yeah, in terms of getting product right now has been abysmal, man. I've been going to all sorts of places. Target, Walmart. You can't get them. You cannot get retail of Chrome. Topps Chrome doesn't exist. Does not exist. What's up, SGC Collector? Pitchers scare you? Yeah. I mean, it's a risk, right? But I'm just saying because of the prices right now, Ryan, I don't know. Like, at some point, people are talking about Nick Castellanos, which, yeah, he's having a great season, and he is a good ball player. But look at him on the defensive side of the ball, and sometimes he does play right field. He's not always a DH for the Reds. He's god-awful in the field, guys. He's god-awful in the field, and historically, DHs haven't been very good in the hobby. I think that people are excited about young pitchers. Just based on the prices that I've seen, people are more excited about pitchers right now than some of these kind of like Nick Castellanos guys, like guys that have been good, solid players. I would rather, personally, go for a guy who's a stud this season and performing and is a fresh face and has potential to go up versus a guy like Nick Castellanos where he's been in the league, I mean, what, 5, 6, 7 years maybe? Nick Castellanos? Let's look him up. Nick Castellanos. Huh. There. Oh, Nicholas is what they have him, man. So, yeah, he's got 7 dingers, hitting 293 with 16 ribbies. But look how long he's been in the league, man. Since 2013, he's 28 years old. He's always been a good hitter. He's always been a solid hitter. OPS right in that 800 range. And obviously now he's hitting in a very, very hitter-friendly ballpark. Great American Ballpark is a bandbox, guys, so that would make sense why he's hitting dingers left and right. But he just doesn't play defense. He just doesn't play defense, and that scares me about him. I found empty chrome displays. Dude, buy them. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. There's not a box in stores. It's like chasing a ghost. Yep. It's crazy, man. Getting stuff is so hard. Every Walmart, Target by me gets cleaned out. Tomorrow will change. Yeah, hopefully, man. CJ Abrams? I don't even know who that is. I'll be real. I don't even know who that is. You're talking about CJ Crone? Yeah, I don't know who that is, SGC collector. That's not a baseball player, is it? Sorry, my phone was going nuts. That was crazy. But yeah, guys. So an idea I had here as we kind of transition. Joe Adell's name keeps popping up. Seems like a relative cheap flyer to get. Oh, non-roster invite. Oh, he's a prospect in San Diego. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him. Found 3 fat packs of 2020 Series 1 at Michael's. What? That's awesome. Nice little score there. I've been going to Target faithfully. Found a Bowman Mega Box. Nice. And Chronicles. That's killer. That's like everything's selling now. Everything's selling. There's nothing. Every time I go, what is there? I saw Prism. They had Prism Baseball. They had like mega boxes and blasters, but I'm not interested. I mean, it's fine. Like if I was like super desperate and wanted to spend money, I would pick them up, but nah, not for real. What was the best find in retail you found? Packs, boxes, etc. I found, Series 1 months ago, though. That was months ago. I haven't found anything. Like, literally, I'll go, and it's nothing but either Prism and, I guess, Big League Baseball. But that set is fun to open, but it kind of gets, I get tired of opening Big League Baseball blasters over and over again. It's like the novelty kind of wears off, because they got the big head cards and they got the defensive wizard, which are all cool. Like the first 2 or 3 times you open them. And then it's kind of like, yeah, I'll pass on this. Haven't seen any Series 1. Yeah. I haven't seen Series 1 in months since the last time I opened it on the channel. So you guys can go back and check and see when that exactly was. But, yeah. That was 2 weeks ago. Haven't seen any Prism or Optic. Picked up a few blasters. Got some Bows, some Alvarez. Yeah. Was opening Big League. Yeah. It's a cool product. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking smack on Big League Baseball product. But it's definitely like, you can tell it's kind of like a low end. Found 6 2018 Series 2 hangers. Oh, nice. Nice. But yeah, okay, so I wanted to say, I want to start doing, like, verses, right? So, Player A PSA 10 versus Player B PSA 10. I just got the card ladder. If you guys are familiar, this isn't a promotion or anything. They're not paying me or anything. But I just got that, and I want to use their data to kind of do pros, cons, how I personally feel Player A is versus Player B. What do you guys think about that? You're all here. There's 35 of you. What do you guys think of that kind of style? Pre-recorded, obviously. I'll probably do premieres of them so we can watch them together. I love doing premieres, by the way. You guys are awesome in those. You guys show out, too. Get like 30 or 40 in premieres. It's crazy. But yeah, like versus videos. Basically take Player A versus Player B and just break down their stats, break down maybe their population reports. Card Ladder. Yeah, Card Ladder is an app that it's just a data tool, essentially. But they have this algorithm where it ranks like most popular cards, basically. But I basically use it to track like some of the guys. Yeah, it's ladder with D's. Like a breakdown. Yeah. Yep, exactly, Trap Lord. Yeah, and it would just be 1 versus 1, right? And you'd just be looking at, so for instance, Luka versus Zion, because that's a huge one. Oh, also, guys, I almost forgot. I have a captive audience right now. I should tell you guys about the new Full Count Media merch that I just had. I've already, but hey, check it out. This is the Luka over Zion, Luka greater than Zion t-shirt on fullcountmedia.com. Very simple. If you see what I wear, and you follow me on Instagram and stuff, you guys know I wear very minimalistic t-shirts and stuff, basic black and white t-shirts. So that's kind of like what I wanted this to be. But Luka over Zion. You can buy that on fullcountmedia.com right now. Okay. But okay, enough of that. Enough of the sales pitch. But yeah, I just want to do versus videos. I think it sounds fun. I always like picking a side, and then telling you what I personally, or what I have personally bought into. If you can make it a list of top 20 players, cards to stop investing in, or the top modern cards that are a bust, that's a good idea, Salvatore. That's a good idea, because that's one thing. A lot of people talk about the cards you should be buying, but not many talk about maybe cards you should cards you should stay away from. And I think that's kind of like what this is going to be, right? This is going to be, hey, I would rather put my money in this guy over this guy, and then list reasons for both players. So solid. Yeah, exactly. Shameless plug. Oh, baby. Shameless plug all the way. Exactly. But no, I figure that's kind of a cool new thing that I could do. I want to do also like vlog style. Like, hey, I'm going to... The problem right now with doing any type of vlog stuff, well, first off, they don't have anything in stores, right? So that would be a cool video, original. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I figured it'd be kind of different. I know some people have done something similar, but I want to make it like versus and have like maybe graphics and explosion. I don't know, man. I don't know exactly. I got it in my head what I want it to be, but we'll see what exactly comes out. My editing skills definitely don't match what I have in my head. Although the editing has gotten better. I don't know if you guys have noticed in the most recent videos, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. My first one I've been considering is going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. PSA 10 versus Aaron Judge. And I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to give you all the meat and potatoes right now. But that's going to be the first one, I believe. And I'm going to start work on that maybe tomorrow and get that out by Thursday. So, hey, buddy, I'm from Australia. Love your content. The hobby is going crazy over here. Alec, it's going crazy here too, my friend. And I appreciate the support. I appreciate, everybody liking, commenting, subscribing, watching these videos, being live, watching in the you think when COVID calms down, things will slowly get better, that they'll pump out more products? No, I don't think so. I think if they go too crazy with their production, we actually could see a second coming of the junk wax era. Because that's a big thing, right? Is everybody's like, oh, it's junk wax, junk wax. All these cards, look at the population reports. Look at the population reports. I personally, and I spoke about this on Red Cape Sports video last night, their live stream. Shout out to Mitch and Bird. That was a fun stream, man. Go check it out after this is over. But I don't think we're in a junk wax area. I really don't. I think because we got patches, we got autos, we've got numbered cards, and there's just so much money in the game right now. There's so much money in the sport, in the hobby. We're not in a junk wax area. I really don't think so. But to back up my point, Trap Lord Caillou, I think if they started pumping out to those numbers, if they meet demand, then we could be in a potential junk wax era, right? But I don't think we're in one now. Because the best time for the hobby, in my opinion, and for the people who produce Panini, Topps, Upper Deck, is right when the demand is slightly higher than the supply. And I think Dr. James Beckett has a podcast, and it's a daily podcast too. It's a very good podcast. Go check it out. But he was talking about that not too long ago. I've been picking up a lot of Tatis. Kenny, wise man. Tatis, and I said this in our Discord. If you guys aren't in our Discord, check that out. That is in the description below. Check that Discord out. We have a lot of fun in there talking sports cards, basketball, soccer, hockey, a lot of soccer and a lot of baseball too. But I said today, Fernando Tatis Jr. is the best player on the planet, other than Mike Trout. Other than Mike Trout. Still high demand, but just a bit more stuff than now. I don't think they'll make full production, are they? I'm not sure. I haven't heard. Yeah. I'm not sure, man. Who knows? If it was easy to get, where would the hunt be? Exactly. Another Hollis build. I agree. The hunt outweighs the collection. Yeah, in some ways. I just buy Trout rookies and one of one. Trust in Trout. Justin, that's not a bad. That's what I'm grinding towards. Is I want to go fishing. I want to get me a Trout 10. I'm actually very surprised with how guys like Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Tatis Jr. have been going nuts. That if you look at the trend line of, here, I'm gonna bring it up. Bring it up for you guys. If you guys look at the trend line of Trouty, his cards should be going absolutely ridiculous. They're not, though. If I could find it. So we gotta add that to our watch. Watch list. Trouty. Okay. All right, here we go. Check this out. So this is a card ladder. Again, they're not paying me or anything, but This is the trend line for the last 3 months on Mike Trout. Relatively even, right? Relatively even. Back in, was that May? You could get it for $2,950. Most recent sale, $3,100. Pretty flatlined, right? Pretty flatlined, which is incredible to me because he missed almost a week when his child was born. When his child was born, he missed almost a week. Maybe it was like 4 days, right? But still, you would assume because of the prices of all the other top guys are going nuts, the top guy would be going nuts. But he has had himself quite the season. He missed that week, right? Those 4 days or whatever it was. Left the bubble. Non-existent bubble. But he left the bubble. Went, had a kid. Decided, hey, changing diapers is not what Mike Trout was born to do. Comes back to the team. Been on a tear. Hit a home run on his first game back. Hit a home run on his birthday. He's got 7 homers. 7 homers, batting .333. His OPS is Mike Trout-esque. His on-batting percentage a little low. He might be slacking. In that, getting on base. Slugging percentage is killer. I mean, Mike Trout. He's got 18 home runs and 7 home runs. That's insane. That is nutty. How many games has he played in? Does it show games? It's got to show games. He's played in 13 games. Let's look at Aaron Judge. That's not how you spell that. Aaron Judge has played in 16 games. Okay. So 13, that's 3 more. And he's got 1 less home run. I mean, Mike Trout's the man. But again, the reason I brought that up, because I wanted to show off his cards aren't gaining like I think they should be. I don't own a Mike Trout either. I hope they stay low. I really do, because that way I can get one. Trevor Story's underpriced. Lewis, I agree. I definitely agree. Trevor Story is the best defensive, shortstop in the game, and he's a very, very good offensive. Very good with the bat as well. Go for cards that are not popular right now and raw lots. Yeah, I've been buying some raw, and in my next video tomorrow, I'll be doing a premiere. I hope to see all of you there. Premiere tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard. It'll be a mail day, so you guys can come hang out with me and watch that video with me. So I agree, though, Curtis. Guys that aren't really being talked about, and the raw lots. Only Trout I have is Trout Mini Bazooka, PSA 10, still crazy. Nice. His cards are due? Yeah, no, I agree. I just hope they can stay low. Have a mini Gypsy Queen Trout. That Piedmont one that I opened up on camera a couple of weeks ago, I actually just sold that. $16. Not bad. Not bad for a card that I just pulled. Like 500 Jordans? Wow. DJ LeMahieu? Yeah, I bought a tin of LeMahieu as well. I like him. New York Rangers have the #1 pick. Does that help or hurt the value of Alexia Lafreniere? No, I think that'll be good for him. Typically, you want to put your money in Canadian players, or players on Canadian teams, rather. But I think if he's going to go to an American team, New York is the team. The Rangers are the team to go to. So I don't think it hurts it too much. But I see your point, if that's kind of the angle you're going at it, Jason. Edwin Rios, thoughts? Definitely room to grow. Got a bunch of PSA 9s of top stars for $10. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I think I'm going to start looking at too. Some 9s. What are your thoughts? What are your what's your thought? Oh my gosh, I lost it. What's your thoughts on the market slowdown once the world gets a hold on COVID? I think it's going to happen. I don't think there's any a correction. Market correction is what's going to happen. The prices are super inflated right now. There's no way to sustain this forever. Right? Because if they just went up forever, every card would be $1 million, you know? There has to be highs and lows. It's good. It's good for the market. Now, if there's like a crash, though, that's obviously not good. Watching 2018 Robert Bowman Chrome go up. Yeah, Ryan. What's up, Ryan? Totally missed you saying what's up. Depending on the player, can't help buy PSA 9s for $10. Yeah, no, I agree. What's up, Turi? I don't know if that's right, but Turi, what's up? Why would anybody sell raw card and let somebody else get it graded? You just don't want to do the work. Especially right now, Anna, it's a long wait. And I know people want to capitalize, you know? They don't want to have to wait 6, 7 months to a year. And then what if the market cools down, right? That's what I'm afraid of, honestly. What's up, Mike? How's it going? Mike P in the house. That's what I'm afraid of, right? If it's a big name player, then I think you're fine doing it. But some of these lower tier guys, lower tier players could be kind of risky. If we get a 15 years down the road, maybe Trout ends his career. The standard base update be 10K. Yeah, I think the Trout update is probably one of the safest long term. You know, you guys, in terms of guys that are playing now, you got Pujols, which I've been talking about for a long time. You got Pujols, you got Miguel Cabrera, who's on the cusp of hitting, I think, his 500th home run, and obviously Pujols is right there, about to tie and pass Willie Mays for 5th all time. So I think those guys are very, very safe picks. When looking for low-hanging fruit, you pick underrated rookies or established players. Both. Honestly, SGC collector. Both, I would say. A lot of people get bad surface grade. You can't see, crack it, and sell it raw. On Trout? Or just in general, Justin? Have been buying a lot of Aaron Nola. What's your thoughts on him? I liked Aaron Nola. I'd have to look at his numbers to see if he's still performing. Like what I have in my mind is still correct of him. Yeah, I mean, so here. I always forget to flip it over. So yeah, he's 1 for 1. I mean, Phillies, not, they're fine out there in the that NL East is a slugfest. There's a lot of capable teams in that division. And they got to play all the AL East teams, and that's just a slugfest as well. Let's see. What's his ERA? Lifetime 3.47. So, I mean, that's good. I like Aaron Nola. It's good that he's pitching well this season, though. It seems like a lot of players, though, a lot of pitchers are having success this year. So, a lot of people, with the delay of grading, does that increase the value of raw? That's a good question. I would suspect so. Spending $10 to $20 to grade a $5 card, super not attractive. Must keep in mind, card needs to be popular when it comes back. Exactly. Exactly, and that's my big concern right now. I've got so many raw cards that I picked up before all this stuff went down, and I just didn't get around to sending them out, and now I'm worried that, you know, in general. No, yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, no, that's something to keep in mind too, Justin. That's a good take. Just pulled a Chrome Turkey Nick Solak. Oh, nice. I like Nick Solak. I think he's struggling. Let me see. Let me see on Nick. Yeah, he's not having quite the season. He's -2 WAR, 0.2 WAR. Yeah, that's just one of those cases, honestly, that maybe he's having a down sophomore season. Because if you look at it last year and you look at his Fangraphs projected stats and you look at Baseball America's projections of him, he was projected to be like a high output guy. With the delay of grading, does that increase the value of raw? Yeah, I just Alec, I just answered that. I think that is an interesting takeaway, but I think that might be plausible. Who's Nick Solak? He plays for the Texas Rangers. His rookie card is in Topps 2020 Series 1. So, they have him at DH. That might, yeah, that's another reason. That's not good for his hobby price. Even if he was hitting 300 with 5 home runs, DHs don't get a lot of love. Although right now, everybody's getting love. Everybody's getting love in the hobby right now. Bam. But yeah, guys, we got 37 watching. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Only got 12 likes, though. What's up with that? Smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching this after the fact. And if you've been sitting around for 45 minutes watching this, hit that subscribe button. Join the Discord. Get in that chat. Let's chop it up. What are all these emojis, man? But yeah, Nick Solak was a guy that I thought had some potential. And just based on, I don't know, based on his projections and what scouts thought about him, I thought he had big potential. I mean, they're dirt cheap, guys. What about Matt Olson? Yeah, I like Matt Olson. You know, if you've guys been watching my content, I've been talking about Matt Olson quite a bit recently. Have a Lucas Silver Prism rookie card slightly off-centered. Does it still have a chance to get a 10? Yes. Yeah. PSA is notoriously known for not caring about centering as much as say, BGS or some, another grading company. Would you look at buying Ben Simmons now? Oh man, we're getting a crazy amount of comments here. Would you look at buying Ben Simmons now that he's injured? I personally don't. I wouldn't. Personally, if you like him though, and you think he's going to be a good player, then yeah, now would be the time to buy. Or maybe in a couple weeks, right? But I personally am not a big believer in Ben Simmons. I know there are a lot of people with YouTube channels and stuff that like him, but I am not one. He can't shoot. You can't shoot. That's like, come on. But yeah, if you believe in him, I think now or maybe in a couple weeks would be the time to buy. What are with these? Yo, thanks for the super chat. Holy smokes. Another Hollis build with the emoji, with the, what is that, a cool guy emoji. Thank you for that. I always smash the like button. Think Drew Brees rookie cards are really undervalued right now, considering he's the all-time leader in TDs, yards, and completion percentage. I'd have to look. I'd have to look at his prices, but I mean, Drew Brees. Let's see, PSA 10. Do we have a PSA 10? Yes. $1,200. Looks like the last sale was for his 2001 Topps Drew Brees PSA 10. I could see that. I'm not spending that kind of money on a card, but if you got it, ball out. I think that's a fair assessment, though. This has been really cool, informative. I didn't know what this was going to be when I first started watching. Here for 45 minutes, and I've learned, oh, cool. Another Hollis. I appreciate it. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the support. Got a Luka Doncic rated rookie. PSA 10 pulled yourself. I got graded back in March. Wow. I do think that Luka has time to grow. You pulled it. You pulled it. You didn't spend anything but the pack. Personally, I would take that. I've sold a lot of Lukas in the last couple of weeks. I know they have room to grow. Mine are just raw, but raw like optics. But I personally would be selling there, Trap Lord Caillou. What's up, Harry? How's it going? Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you, man. What it could reach, man. I don't really like speculating on what exactly they could reach, man. Nobody knows the prices. Could reach $1 million. You never know if the card market goes crazy, right? But I don't really like guessing exact prices because nobody knows. I don't know. What 2020 rookies would you be investing in? Robert, Lux, Alvarez, Bo. Ryan says Bo for sure. I agree. Bo Bichette. I went super duper deep on him. As I was talking about earlier, pitchers. Look at Jesus Luzardo, Dustin May, potentially AJ Puck. But Jesus Luzardo and Dustin May have been doing well. Brewster Gratterall is another guy that's super exciting. I think Nick Solak, he's struggling right now, but he had a very good season last year. He's limited, but he had a good season. Those are the guys I would be looking at for 2020. Luka just keeps going. Yeah, Luka's, I think he's got some MVPs in him. I really, really do. What about Meadows? I like Austin Meadows. I bought a pink refractor 10, I think for like 30 months and months ago. I like Austin Meadows a lot. But I think Meadows has a lot of room to grow. I don't know if he's ever going to win an MVP, but I do think he's an MVP caliber player. I think he's been struggling since he had a really good first couple games. But man, that team looks good. The Rays look almost better than the Yankees right now. The Rays look okay, so he's doing fine. Take a look here. Austin Meadows, 280, no homers yet, 3 RBIs, slugging percentage right where it usually is, 813, right in that 800 to 900 range. On base and slugging obviously lacking because he hasn't hit a home run yet. But man, that that lineup looks good. They still have Wander Franco. Remember, the top prospect on the planet right now, on their taxi squad. So I assume later down the road we're going to see him, and that'll help bolster Meadows and Brandon Lau. Thoughts on which rookies are you investing in other than Zion and Ja for basketball? I bought and already sold MPJ. I was talking about him months ago. Michael Porter Jr., I was talking about him months ago. So I've already bought and sold all the ones I owned of those. I'm not really looking at basketball right now, Alec, though. Not really looking at basketball, but I think both of those guys are good picks. Zion scares me, though, just long term. And now that he's out of the playoffs, might be a good time to buy. Thoughts on Brendan McKay and Kevin Biggio long term? I think if Shohei taught us anything, it's very hard to pitch and be a good hitter in the MLB, especially nowadays. Like, the only person to do it really with great success was Babe Ruth. And that was what, 60, 70 years ago, something like that? So I would be kind of hesitant on McKay. Now, if he's as good of a hitter as we think he is, maybe as a hitter, as a fielder, he might be a good pick. Kevin is interesting. I like Kevin. I hope he does well, but he just hasn't shown me much. And I have a couple Kevins. Tommy Pham PSA 10s? Hell yeah. I wonder, I have a Tommy Pham 1/1 Topps card. It's beautiful looking. Rookie card. Oakland going to shock a lot of people. Just need a closer. Dude, this season seems like the season that nobody has a closer, to be honest. But I agree. I like Oakland. And with how bad the Astros are playing, I agree. They could shock the world. 12-5. Is that the best? That's the best record in baseball. Okay, so it's not the best winning percentage, though, because the Cubs are 10-3. But they have the most wins. So, yeah, the A's have looked good. Their pitchings look good. Their offenses look strong. Don't sleep on Trent Grisham. I agree, Lewis. I agree with that. Trent Grisham is, low-key a beast. Angels would do good if they had pitching. Exactly. Yeah, I agree, Justin. Trout. I mean, that entire offense is stacked. And now they got Joe Adell? Thoughts on World Cup Messi and Trout. Messi and Ronaldo prisms breaking 2K? That's wild. I don't pay too much attention, Austin, to the soccer car market, but I mean, I believe it. Is that raw or is that PSA 10? If that's raw, that's nutty. I've seen one Robert PSA 10 base on eBay. Bids at 200. Makes sense. Want to grade mine so bad. Yeah. I think, Caillou, I think Robert is a card that would be safe to grade. Because I think he is just a generational. I think he is who we think he is, right? I think he's a generational talent. Again, I always go back to Fangraphs and Baseball America's projections. Fangraphs had him projected at a 280, 30 home run, 80 RBI guy. He's hitting, I think his average is much better than that, though, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, though. Let's take a look. Lou Bob. So he's hitting 290, almost hitting 300. And he can steal bases. He could be a 30-30, guys. He could be a 30-30 guy, guys. PSA 10, Messi and Ronaldo. They just keep going up. Yeah. I mean, I believe it. They're the best. They're the best, right? I don't know too much about soccer. I don't know too much about soccer, but I do know, you know, those guys are excellent. It's crazy that we got two like that's like LeBron James and Michael Jordan playing at the exact same time. That's insane. If they were to be in their prime at the exact same time, basically. How is Ohtani doing? Do you think it's a good time to buy him or stay away? That's a hard question, Curtis. What are his prices looking like? Ohtani. He's got a lot of different ones, too. He's got a lot. They put him in everything in 2018. They put him in absolutely everything. I'm going to actually watch that because that's a good, you know, here's his trend. Here's his 3-month trend, guys. At $60. And then now 66. So if you can get him for $60, you know, maybe one thing though, if he's not going to be a pitcher, I would be curious to see if his pitching in red jersey is what it's called. If that card would be less desirable if he's not going to be a pitcher because they shut him down for the season. He's, you know, Joe Madden said, could have put a kibosh to that. I said, you're a full-time hitter now. So I would be interested to see if maybe the pitching one, because the pitching one was the one that people wanted. Here's a, oh my God. That price tag is insane. So here is Ohtani Heritage. Much more expensive, going for right around $300. Flat line though. Not many sales. Not many sales on that one. I think Jimenez is being overlooked. I agree, Lewis. I like Eloy, if that's who you're talking about. Yeah, Curtis. It's Ohtani and Aquino went down some. Yeah, I agree. Because Aquino's back on the Major League squad, right, Justin? I think I saw that. I think you should look into Kettle Marte. Oh, yeah, I bought some Kettle Marte. I got was it a pink refractor? That was in a video months ago. But I like Kettle Marte. Sterling Marte is among the top, I want to say, 10 leaders in WAR so far this season. Sterling Marte. I love Eloy. I've been scooping. Yeah, I like Eloy too. Kevin says, I like Ohtani. I just bought a bunch of his raw cards pretty cheap. Yeah, I like Ohtani. I just hope he can stay. Hopefully now that he's not going to be pitching, he can stay healthy. Solano. Yeah, Donovan Solano. Donovan Solano is like the WAR leader right now, almost. Or will be more valuable. Yeah, see, that's a question, Logan. I don't know. Will the pitching one be more valuable? Will collectors want the pitching one? Or will they want the hitting one? That's an interesting question. I mean, only time can tell. Which other Angel is worth buying? Joe Adell. I would say Shohei. If his prices are plummeting like that, like we just saw, I think that Shohei, maybe not yet, though. I mean, it's a double-edged sword, though, because if he goes off and rattles off a game where he hits for the cycle or goes back-to-back games or has like a 3-home-run game, his price is going to go through the roof just because that's how the market is these days. But I personally would hold off on Ohtani for a little bit. Anthony Rendon, I know his cards have been slowly going up, as everyone has. But those are the guys I'd be looking at. David Fletcher, too. David Fletcher's WAR is like top 5 in the league right now. David Fletcher. Funny, too, because everyone was joking he's the best player on the team, and now he's actually playing like the best player on the team. 0.9 WAR. Very good. 2 homers, 313, 8 ribbies, hitting. His OPS is 893. That's damn good. Rendon is definitely underpriced. I could believe that. Marte first at bat, and Bigley smacked a homer. Nice. Sterling or Kettle? What do you think about Kyle Lewis? I've been talking about Kyle Lewis quite a bit. I think he's the real deal, Kenny. I think he is a ball player. I think he is a ball player. Jose Ramirez underpriced? I think I agree with that. A couple years ago, you could argue he got injured. What was it? Either in 2018 or 2019. I can't remember. He got injured in one of those years. And that season, he fell off the planet. But I think either 2017 or 2018, the year before he got injured, you can make an argument that he was the best player over Frankie on that team, over Lindor on that team. Kyle Lewis or Jared Kelenic? I would go with Kyle Lewis. Because he's played. What's the pecking order for baseball again? What do you mean, SGC collector? You talking about product wise? If the Angels bats heat up, watch out. I agree. Oh, was it last year? Maybe it was last year. But yeah, either way, Jose Ramirez is a guy that I've been looking at. I haven't pulled the trigger on him. Look, that's funny. You can here. Look, it's purple because I've already looked it up. Let's do tops. So remember, guys, if you're shopping for cards on eBay, use my affiliate link in the description. It helps out a ton. I get a small kickback. It's super easy and free for you. You're already shopping on eBay. Here it is. Jose Ramirez, $75. Yeah, that's pretty good. You probably shoot him an offer at 50, maybe get it for 60. And he's got quantity, so if you buy more, he'd probably be willing to drop that price a little bit. Let's look at sold. Let's take a look at sold. This is not good radio. I just realized this is for podcasts. This is not good radio, but I might, $30 for his Heritage. That's a beautiful price. I like that. 56 for the 10 is the most recent one. I like that. Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt, yes. Levi. Paul Goldschmidt. He was actually one of my picks on my Patreon a couple weeks ago. I think Paul Goldschmidt is very undervalued. Very, very undervalued. He's been a top 20 MVP vote getter every single season of his, going on 8 years? Except for 2. Except for 2 seasons he wasn't. So, but yeah, I think Goldschmidt's undervalued. I'm kind of looking at pitchers though, guys. I might have to. Oh, this Jose Ramirez might be a get. Might be a cop for $30. It's a good price. Oh wow, the most recent one sold for 30. Interesting. Here's a lot of 3 of them. 3 of the Heritage. This is becoming a live cop video. Gonna like that. Wow, there's a chrome. There's a refractor. That looks nice. Let's check ending soonest. But yeah, I like Jose Ramirez a lot. I like him a lot. All right, let's stop doing that. Shane Bieber. Well, you said Sean, but it's Shane. Sonny Gray, I miss him in Oakland. Yeah, Sonny Gray's great, Kevin. I just got some Bauer, Bieber, and Clevenger rookies. Sonny Gray, yeah. Man, I like Trevor Bauer. I like what he does. I like what he's about. He has a platform and he uses it and he's swaggy as hell and he does the whole Conor McGregor thing, and I like Trevor Bauer a lot. Low prices, yeah. I think that could change though, Kevin. I really, really do. I really, really do. Okay, guys, we've been going at this for an hour and 13 minutes. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, for watching. If you aren't subscribed over on the podcast, check me out, the LessAlex podcast on all the podcast apps. Check it out. I don't post every single one, but most of them are on there if you want to go back and just listen to them. Have them when you're driving, on your way to school, work, wherever. Maybe you're at work and you want to listen to something in your ears while you're tapping away. But yeah, thank you all. Make sure, if you are listening to this on the podcast, to give it a 5-star review. That is super duper important. Just helps with everything. If you got 1, 2, 3, or 4, take it somewhere else. Tweet at me. Tell me my content is garbage. And if you're watching live right now, hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And again, check out that link in the description, that eBay affiliate link. I get a small cut of whatever you buy. You're already purchasing cards on eBay anyways, so you might as well. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for listening, for watching, for participating, for making this content, this live stream, this channel what it is. Because without you guys, I would not be right here. Hey, Ryan, coming in hot with the late $2.99 super chat with the, looks like, I don't know what that thing is. I do not know what that, it looks like gritty. It looks like a blue gritty. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much. Again, patrons, Ryan F., I appreciate you. You're the newest Patreon member over there, patreon.com/LessAlex. If you guys want to help support even further, I appreciate you all. You're all amazing. You're all awesome. And until next time, I'm going to be doing a mail day video for tomorrow. Going to be doing a premiere on that at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Things are going crazy upstairs. Anyways, appreciate you all. Until tomorrow, keep cracking packs, keep collecting, and I will see you in the next one.